You won't believe the DIY we are doing today. We are going to take this ugly outdoor fridge and create a wallpaper flip. Stick with me and I'll show you exactly how. I'm Autumn with the Flipper's Guide, and we do totally doable DIYs here. I want you to have a home that you love, so stick with me and I will teach you one flip at a time. Okay, so today I decided I was going to try the Pinterest-worthy wallpaper peel and stick fridge cover. There are other ways to cover your fridge. There are some wraps that are sold on Etsy, but I wanted to try it with peel and stick wallpaper. I have this outdoor fridge that I have had for years. We bought it secondhand from a neighbor, and the water and ice dispenser never worked. It was disgusting and dirty. It had scratches, and it's going on my patio that needs a full makeover. Here's the example of what I saw on Pinterest. I just really love it, and I think it will really brighten up this outdoor space. So before I could do anything, I needed to clear this off. This patio is out of control. The winter has taken its toll on it, so I decided to start fresh. I cleared off the patio and then decided to give this fridge a good cleaning. It has been outdoors for years, and I think maybe I've cleaned it once or twice. So we have some really big buildup. I'm not really sure why I cleaned the ice dispenser because I'm going to be removing that. So stick with me. I will show you exactly how I remove it. And another question that I have is how I remove these handles in order to put it on. Promise I will be showing you exactly how to do that as well. It is so much simpler than you may think. I did have a few people ask why I would want to even change this fridge up. There are scratches, dents, and dings that are hard to see, but I see them all the time, and I am ready for a change. So before I could get started doing the fridge, I wanted to just update the outdoor patio a little bit. I went ahead and sprayed the ceiling, the roof, what do you actually call that? Patio cover, and I got rid of all of the thousands of June bugs. It is only April, and there are crazy bugs at my house. That bug actually is very poisonous. Before I could get started with putting the wallpaper on, I wanted to measure and see exactly how it would fit. I needed to make sure that I had enough. I actually bought 2 packages of the peel and stick wallpaper. I will link in the description all of the products that I used. And here is how I took off the handles. I used an Allen wrench that fit that perfect size, and it literally just unscrewed right off. How simple is that? Now, this next part was not quite so simple. I decided I wanted the wallpaper to cover this ugly area, and I needed to pop that off. So honestly, popping the outer area was easy, but this inner area was more difficult. It had screws on all 4 corners, but the rest of the outer area was glued down. So I had to go around it with my putty knife and then just pop it off as much as I could. My husband helped me unconnect all of the electrical, and it actually was pretty simple. It just slid right apart. Even though this area has never worked since we've owned it, I still went ahead and taped off all of the electrical area with electrical tape to make sure we wouldn't end up with a strange electrical fire. And then this was the best idea. Best one I could come up with at the time. Now I have some other ideas, I will tell you what. But I used cardboard to cover that empty space and then popped off the little logo. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, be sure you do so you don't miss any of the fun flips that we do around here. How gorgeous is that sunset from my backyard? I was determined to get at least 1 layer of this paper on before we went to bed. So I first started by measuring the paper up to where the crease is for the door and decided that was going to be my measuring stick. There are some things I would definitely do differently, and I'll tell you as we go. I used the edge of the door to cut my paper. If you really want it very particular, I would definitely measure it. I hate measuring, it's a problem and it drives my husband crazy, but that's just me. So I used the edge just to cut along and it actually made a very straight line. Also, please don't judge the overspray on my fridge. I knew that I was going to be covering it, so I didn't even cover it when I was spraying the patio. I held the paper up and measured along the top of the fridge just to make sure it was straight. And then when you are doing wallpapering a wall, you typically apply the paper and then slowly peel back the backing and fix each area, removing the bubbles. I used my hand. Some people use a smoothing device to kind of get those bubbles out, but my hand worked just as well. And we slowly pulled the paper out, adjusting each section. Now there are sometimes wrinkles, and the nice thing about peel and stick is that you can pull it off and readjust it. There are some permanent peel and stick papers, but this one is not. This is a removable one, which allows me to remove that paper from the fridge if I get tired of it and want to do a different pattern or just absolutely hate it. I continued around to the front and continued peeling the paper slowly, finding that if I just used a X cut over the top of where the handles attach, it would fall really smoothly on top of it. I was tired. That was a lot just getting that set up, so we went to bed and started again in the morning. I was very excited and nervous because I knew the next section was going to be difficult. I had to match up this top piece with the one on the left and make it look like it went together. So we took the edging and folded it inside so that it would match up with the other piece. I did the X cut again on the handle and it fit perfectly. Now the hard part is just getting it on there without pulling it off and without the bubbles. So it took a little bit of time to just continually wipe those bubbles out and pull the paper off slowly. We continued with the next layer and all was going well until the cardboard. Just wait. The thing I didn't think about with the cardboard is that you cannot pull it off and re-stick it if there are wrinkles or bubbles. If I was to do it again, instead of cardboard, I would use a hard surface like a plastic or a rubber, something that is easy to pull the paper off of. So we just had to put it down and try to get as many wrinkles out as we could. We trudged on and kept adding the next layer, just reminding myself that this is an outdoor fridge. It does not have to be perfect. So we continued, but today was not just outdoor fridge day. Today was also the day that my daughter was going to prom. So I had to come in, take a minute, take a picture. It's her senior year, so I was trying not to have an emotional breakdown. So I kept going, sent her off to prom, and decided to finish this fridge as well as I could. The bottom layer was a little bit more difficult than the others because it needed to be cut down more. So I had to take the knife and cut the very bottom edges. But the most difficult part was really just matching the bottom to the layer above it. And it really just takes some time, but you will get used to it and it's really not that bad. The extra paper that I had, I just tucked underneath the fridge and tucked behind and cut off the edges for the venting system that's on the bottom. I finished it off by spray painting the area underneath the fridge so that it matched the handles. I painted the handles a beautiful silver, And then we were ready to look at the flipped fridge that we had created. Let's remember this before. It had a long way to go. And here is the after. I am absolutely in love with the look of this fridge. It's come a long way. Is it perfect? No. But is it an outdoor fridge that will add to the look of my back porch? Yes. As you can see, there's still some wrinkles and there's some things I would do differently. I hope you learn from my mistakes. But if you want to try this, it's totally doable. As always, thank you so much for being here with the Flippers Guide. I love sharing my flipped pieces with you, and I want you to know that you can definitely do this too. You've got this. Be sure and add any comments or questions you have down below. I'd love to hear. Thanks for being here with the Flippers Guide.